all right? The next lady coming up, her child was snatched around 2 p.m. I went on MSN. 2 p.m. her child was snatched, kidnapped. Cops said, Amanda, please look for your child. Amanda said, no. I want the Slaughter Championship that bad. She's here tonight. Her child is God knows where, but we're here to laugh. So everybody give it up for Amanda Walgrove, everybody. Yeah.
Who cares about my child? Hi guys. I spent most of my life in the closet, so I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm gay. But my gayness is not the most important thing about me. That would be my gaydar.
Oh shit.
We can get the lights up in the audience a little bit. No, don't worry. This whole set's not going to just be like about gay stuff and everything. Lesbians? No, I met my girlfriend because of a piece of fan fiction I wrote about a sci-fi show involving gay clones. So that's about as relatable as that's going to get. I'll leave that behind. Quick question. What's more annoying? The way Giada De Laurentiis pronounces Italian foods? Or sitting in the back seat of a car when someone's asking you if you have enough room? We're going to tackle that first one.
Yes!
Yes!
How come Giada De Laurentiis turns into Mario and Luigi whenever she says spaghetti? She's like, I'm Giada De Laurentiis. Today we're going to be cooking extra special family recipe. It's got mozzarella, pancetta, spaghetti. I'm going to top it off with my grandma's famous bruschetta. For the spaghetti, you can cook it however you want, but I prefer al dente. She's working on it. As for that second thing, we are never more concerned for our fellow human beings than when they're sitting behind us in a car. Here's how it usually plays out. I'm gonna get a prop. The only prop we have. I'm in the passenger seat. Got enough room back there? Okay. I'm just gonna scoot up anyway. Sure you got enough room back there? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep going. It's more comfortable for me. You sure? Okay. You're not lying to me, right? I'm sorry, there's literally no way that you have enough room. I'm moving this all the way up. I'm gonna be in the dashboard because I love this dashboard. Please just tell me if you have enough room. I can get on the hood of the car. I mean, you could see someone get murdered in front of you, and you'd be like, nothing I could have done. If they were sitting behind me, though, could have given them some more room. You know what game is kind of overrated? That one where people are like, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? My bed. 99.9% of the time, the answer to that question is going to be my bed. Watching HGTV, particularly, show Tiny Homes. Guys, I used to hate that show because those people are fucking crazy. But I've learned to use it to my advantage. I mean, they make their houses out of like school buses. It makes my 700 square foot apartment look like a convention center. Like, yeah, my home's not on wheels, but at least my shower drain doesn't double as a toilet. That's a thing for me. And on the other side of the spectrum, we have that extreme home show, where people have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. So they're like, you know, hey honey, we have several $1 million lying around. They say we pack up our lives, go to the desert, and build that floating home shaped like a mosquito we've always dreamed. And the narrator of the show is like, you can tell she does not believe what she's saying. John and Kathy have been studying the taxonomy of midge-like flies for 20 years. Now they're going to live in one. Is that right? We're going to live in one? In here we have a fully functioning kitchen and a partially functioning human. My favorite recent development in the realty world, though, is this sort of newfound obsession with exposed brick. I'm not sure when crumbling orange walls became such a commodity. But you see these like apartment listings for these things, and they're like, it doesn't have running water, but it's got a brick wall, so maybe you'll feel like you're living in a little cafe in Italy, or like an alleyway, one or the other. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to a character of mine, simply named Woman Who's Obsessed with Exposed Brick and would like to show you around her home. Here's the brick. Thanking you for being here with us today. I usually like to keep it dim in here. This brick is a very shy brick. Doesn't do well with natural light or artificial light. I fainted when I saw this wall. That room has been saged because it does not contain brick. And most likely houses the soul of the devil. I don't think you understand. This isn't just any brick. This is exposed brick. And we connected immediately. The moment I saw it, the brick exposed itself to me. And I proceeded to expose myself to the brick. If the brick is vulnerable and open enough, it's only right. And that's when she gets taken away. Yeah. Speaking of taking things away, I have a bone to pick with the marketing team behind this commercial for Balsamra, a sleep aid. Somebody decided to have an animated cat in the shape of the word sleep. If you can picture what that looks like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just basically the furry word sleep jumps up on this woman's bed, and she's like, oh, my little sleep cat, like S-L-E-E-P. Like, that's not right. Whose acid trip did that walk out of? You know what? I realized the commercial works because now that I saw it, I'm going to have nightmares about deformed cats without organs, and I'm going to need balsam to fall asleep. Does anyone here like dead Russian novelists? Okay. Anyone like alive Russian novelists? Okay. Anyone like Twitter? Okay, yeah. I have a nerd joke that I want to share. My friends told me not to do this joke, but I want to try it. Speaking of those previous things, Dostoevsky and Tolstoy would have loved Twitter because they were so great at telling stories with 140 characters. Woo! Books are free in the library. Yeah, Twitter's pretty great. I mean, it's like revolutionary in a way. Like the founders of Twitter were probably like, guys, we're gonna change the world. And now people are like, which cartoon minion should you hook up with? The problem, that's a real BuzzFeed quiz. The problem is not necessarily what we're saying, but that it's so easy to say it. Like at the push of a button, you can get anything out to virtually millions of people. And that's great, but like, is it? So, you know, you used to have to work for that kind of exposure. Like imagine trying to put that tweet through a printing press. Which minion should you hook up with? Let's go through the steps. You get the W, you get the H, you got your I, make sure everything's there. Gotta rub the ink on it. I've worked in a lot of printing presses. Get the cloth, and then you start to grind it so it presses together, and by now you might be starting to think, what the fuck am I saying? Is there not anything better that we could be talking about and using this platform for? Which minion, though? You also start to think, is Giada De Laurentiis okay? Which minion should she hook up with? She could probably have her pick, because they kind of talk the same. Now, I took that BuzzFeed quiz, because I'm a warm-blooded pawn of the internet. And I answered the questions, the important ones. French fries or baked potato? Do you trust Rihanna? Which shade of yellow are you gonna choose? And I got my result. The minion that I should hook up with is a minion in a little dress. Just a cute little minion in a polka dot dress. Now, the takeaway here is that I would not and have no desire to sleep with a minion. But the big thing I learned is that BuzzFeed has pretty great gaydar. Not that minion in a little dress. All right, thank you guys. That's it for me.